Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Let's Play Lobotomy Corporation. In the last episode, we did not get through day 31. We began working with our new abnormalities, and, well, Tin Man insta-killed Dia when she walked into the containment unit. We spent a little bit of time after that had occurred, putting him back in the containment unit when he broke out, in order to understand why on earth he did what he did. And now we know, so hopefully this won't happen again today. Let's get to the deployment screen. We'll show off Trimus that I just hired, a person who's going to have a level 2 temperance, probably for his entire existence in our corporation. And then we're just going to launch directly into the game, because we've already looked at our tunes from the last episode. So let's go ahead and get started. This part should take just maybe another 2 minutes tops. And then in we go. Day 31. I'm hoping we can learn everything there is to learn about these new abnormalities today, which is to say the cute girl in the golden egg and the Tin Man. Maybe we might work with the tool as well. Maybe we should do that first. Send someone in there right away and see if they don't go insane or something for holding on to it. We will see. All right, so here's Trimus. Yep. You guys probably know by now that I like this name. I use it quite often. So here he is. He's got a 2 temperance, because that's what we need to successfully work with the Tin Man. Oh, actually, technically we can work with him with a higher amount, but then the next person that goes into his containment unit is dead. So we'd have to get him out in some other means, by like letting red clowns run around and free him. That'd be the only other way to get him out, probably, and then get his Qlipoth counter reset to 1. I don't know another way to reset it to 1 other than using the time machine, and that seems like a bad idea to sacrifice a level 5 to just reset his counter. Anyway, oh, actually, I guess if a meltdown happens on his containment unit, that would also get him out, if his counter was already at 0, and then we could beat him up and put him back in there and do more work with them. But I think it might be easier for us to do this with someone who has temperance level 2. So the awkward part about this, though, is that it's just barely level 2. It's going to take a bit of work. Anyway, I'm babbling more than I wanted to. Let me cut this part off, and then we'll be set to go, everyone. Let me cut this part off, and then we'll be set to go, everyone. Hey, everyone. All right, I'm back. Let's begin our management and try this again. So, we'll do all the same things we had done in the last episode. People will begin being moved to their different abnormalities that I plan to have them work with during the day. And now we know why Tin Man gets upset. We need someone who has just a 2 attachment to do work with him. Oh, right, and I'm just gonna go ahead and try to use this tool. Why not? If the tool kills Tillman immediately, we'll just retry the day. It's no problem. So we'll go ahead. Let's go ahead and start and see what happens when we have that tool in use. It looks like it's a timed use, and it looked like it was a bunch of papers. So I'm thinking that he'll go in there and begin reading it. Kind of like a book. And after so long has passed, he'll go insane, is my guess as to what's going to happen. But maybe while he's using it, it might give a chance to like increase stats or something, is my guess. So let's go take a look at it. Oh, he took it. Oh! Oh! What's going through my head right now is I see purple up arrows on Tillman, and his temperance has increased dramatically, plus 20 points. So it is, right now, I am super excited because that could possibly be given to someone who's working, who's working with the Tin Man. I'm upset. I'm like, darn it, I should have given that to someone who's working with Tin Man, because maybe that will increase his chance to work with Tin Man successfully, since Tin Man requires a very low amount of attachment. But since we've got it right now, and I don't want to lower the Tin Man's Qlipoth counter, I'll send in Tillman to work with the Golden Egg Girl instead. And we'll stick with the plan. Trimus will be the one to head down there and work with the Tin Man. Alright, what's going on? I'm probably looking at my chart. I think I might do all this on screen this time, everyone. So while I'm doing that, why don't I go ahead and read the comments you guys left me on part 29. So let's go ahead. So Alexander says, nicely done as always. Thank you, Alexander. Hard suppression was my first, and I just barely scraped by working with Tets and Zions. It really sucks to have half of the agents at 1 hit point and SP for half the day. Yeah, I guess I got kind of lucky in that regard, in so much that I didn't hire anyone new. None of my people were like a level 1 employee when I started that day, so I didn't have anyone just sitting at 1 hit point. And you notice that I was really careful with my really low-level people, sending them into regenerated rooms later in the day to avoid any ordeals. I wasn't even going to risk sending them in to work with any low-level abnormalities because I was worried that like 2 or 3 bad results would get them killed. Your highest chance to get an ALF will be day 32 going to 33. The rightmost box has a 60% chance while the other 2 have a 20-30, so I suggest to research and get equipment from all abnormalities you have right now and finish net Zoc suppression on day 32. So, yes, that is absolutely going to happen. And just a heads up that this part that we're watching together and the next part have already been recorded. And the next part will be net Zoc's core suppression. I recorded a little bit of this in advance, so I would have a backlog around Christmas time, so I wouldn't be playing video games as often during the Christmas season, because I wanted to go out hiking instead and spend time working on my Heroes Quest board game and stuff like that. Right, but in any case, yes, we will totally do that. And I will go ahead and get more PE boxes with these abnormalities. I definitely want to end this day if I can, learning everything there is to know about Golden Egg Girl. So Tillman took quite a bit of damage. Yep, we'll send him back in there to get healed. I think I might notice that the notes have a little bit of information about them unlocked. I'm watching Tillman. He's still got the notes equipped. Oh, I can't read that. Those who equip notes from Crazed Researcher will benefit from a sharp increase to their stats related to Temperance. Alright, Alexander says, Axeman is one of the bullshit HE gang, so get his gear, be done with him. Also, you've got all of the Oz-themed abnormalities. Sadly, Lion and Dorothy didn't make it to the final game because of the shoestring budget. Alright, yeah, thank you, Alexander. So, what Alexander means by the bullshit HEs is that it's an HE abnormality which has the highest chance of success with a stat that, if you have over that stat, a certain virtue level with that stat, it has a bad result, like the equip health counter lowers. So Scarecrow, for example, wants someone with high... It really improves your prudence. It has a great chance to work with the abnormality successfully using insight work. But if your prudence is higher than rank 2, Scarecrow searching for wisdom will lower his Kupolov counter to 0 and escape. The Axeman is more or less the same, only he lowers his Kupolov counter to 0 and then waits for you to walk into that containment unit again to kill that person automatically. I am surprised Scarecrow doesn't work the same way. It would make sense to me that he would. But I guess I'm kind of glad he didn't. That would have been a really tough first few encounters with him all those days ago now. That's a shame, by the way, about Lion and Dorothy. I was hoping to see other abnormalities for the Wizard of Oz, because I wanted my entire department Emerald City themed. So I thought that there was no such beast in the forest. I thought that might somehow be the lion, even though it was tagged as I think it was tagged as a T abnormality or an O, not an F. So was it trauma? And I forget what O stands for. F is fantasy themed, but yeah, so okay, good to know. That's a shame in a way. I really wanted to see Lion and Dorothy. Or the Wicked Witch of the East, or the Gentleman Behind the Curtain, you know, or some other Emerald City abnormality here, but we didn't get any. Alexander then finishes with, you should start the day by spending all bullets on execution so Monk won't escape on his own. It will also help you not to forget about shield bullets. Yes, yep. I'm really bad, Alexander. And everyone who's watching this, I'm so bad. I'm so bad at bullets because I know I've mentioned it before, but I didn't start with bullets. They weren't something that was in the game to begin with. So I don't even know they're there. And I purchased execution bullets specifically so I could get used to killing off clerks, and I haven't done so. On that note, by the way, I will probably be only killing Central Command clerks to start. We're benefiting from them less and less. The Central Command clerks increase the length of time that your Quilpaloth meltdowns, that the timer, they increase how much time you have to get over there before it goes off and the abnormality escapes. I can't read what it says on the left, but on the right it says, if ordered to return notes from a crazy researcher within 30 seconds of equipping, the user's skin will start to swell, and their body will explode within seconds. If something goes bad today, and we get a chance, we'll try to watch that happen. And so far, so good. So far, so good. And Tillman hasn't died. So far, that's reading very similarly to the Heart of Aspiration. Heart of Aspiration is the same thing. You return it with when you pick it up, well, not the same thing, but the idea is the same. You pick it up, you get a big bonus to your prudence and instinct. You put it back within 30 seconds, you immediately die, so you got to keep it on yourself. And the Heart of Aspiration was that you have to have suppressed something. Oh, Dia was gonna die anyway. Right, Dia had the Heart of Aspiration. I couldn't. Wait, no. Dia doesn't die when you send her in to work with an abnormality. She dies if you return the notes before she suppresses. She's fine working with abnormalities, Tim. Alright, so what's next for comments? So, Discussion 42K says, wow, a first try no-death HOD suppression. A wonderful surprise. Yeah, I was surprised too that I handled that so well for my first attempt at HOD. But I really like the suppressions. I really enjoy the new constraints they put on you when you figure out what's going on. They force you to... Uh-oh. Shimus isn't doing so well, by the way. He's wearing decent armor. He's wearing the sheep armor to work with Axeman. And as long as the work result isn't bad, he can go back in there a little bit later. But yeah, I was very surprised as well by the HOD suppression. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed HOD suppression. I'd recommend from now on putting 1 or 2 high levels in control team. As you go longer, you'll have to deal with more dusts and even midnights, and those in control team aren't ready for. Well, so what happens, Destruction, is I'll move people around into different battle groups in preparation for the events occurring. So, like, for the Dawn Ordeals, our squads are powerful enough, we don't need to worry about the Dawn Ordeals. I don't need to, like, get groups assembled to deal with them any longer. Even the Noon Ordeals are basically doable by everyone in that department just being there, or whoever I assign to those regenerator rooms. They can probably handle the Noon Ordeals as well, as long as I'm paying attention. Gotta be a little careful with any new hires if we have a green Noon, but otherwise it's not so bad. But for the Dusks, I will spend like 10 minutes or so, at least this is my intention, because the only Dusk we fought right now has been the Red Dusk. And I will get groups assembled and in different areas within the department. So I'm not going to need to assign high levels to control or information, because I'll just move a high level team up there to deal with the Red Noon, for example, if one spawns up there. So Destruction 42K then explains a little more about the story of Michelle, who is HOD, but I won't read that on screen in case you guys don't want to have spoilers about the lore. But thank you, Destruction 42K, for that. A lot of this isn't being explained to me, how the world works here. So it's interesting that I wonder if they retconned a little bit of this game after they released Library of Ruina. In any case, there isn't a whole lot that's making sense to me here. Like, I'm getting only little tidbits about what's happening with the world outside, and I don't really understand it very much. I'm getting the impression that this is taking place far in the future, which we've learned from Angela, and that it strikes me as being part of some sort of like Warhammer 40k Hive world, or a Rifts, the Rifts game setting in a city they're in. So there's massive inequality. There's people preying on other people, like eating them, killing them for fun. There's a lot of chaos and crime in the outskirts. But if you're in the city or in the upper areas of the city, right, good. I just want to make sure I return that. Then generally you're okay, and you have security and stuff like that. And there's a lot of fancy, high-powered technologies around within the city as well. And corporations themselves seem to be in control or working with whatever government is here. Basically, government and corporations working hand in hand to ensure their monopolies continue to function. Okay, on the negative edge of Hod's buffs, Scarecrow and someone can no longer be safely worked with in the unnamed second one's case, leading to either employee's death or a huge loss of energy. Okay, so, yes. So, Destruction 42K is mentioning that when we completed Hot Suppression, our new employees are hired with level 3s in all stats. Okay, I'm thinking probably for Tin Man, what I need to do is I need to know his Quilpaloth counter. Actually, no I don't. I'm positive it's just one, because we sent one person in there to work with it, and the very next person who went in died. And the one person who went in there to work with it had a temperance level of like 4, right? Yes, 4 or 5. And so it's absolutely just a one Quilpaloth counter. So as long as I'm paying attention, Trimus shouldn't die doing the work he's doing today. Okay, yes. So when we hire someone new now, because we completed Hod Suppression... Holy crap, and who did work with Clouded Monk? Who did that? Who got a perfect work result with Clouded Monk? That was amazing, whoever had done that. Well done. Well done. Everyone has 3 in all stats. So this means normally we wouldn't be able to hire, like Trimus, who we did hire, to work with Tin Man successfully. Because Tin Man would kill whoever goes in next, because Trimus's attachment would be level 3. Or, I'm sorry, his temperance. But we actually can lower someone's stats in the hiring screen if we want them to have lower than what they normally would have upon being hired. And so we'll be perfectly fine. Memories of the Skin? Odd. Normality, there's 2 through 3 of them. No idea why there's just 1. Yeah, so this will be the case going forward. We're going to get a red noon again, and it's just going to be 1 of them. I don't understand why there's just 1 of them. There should really be 2 or 3. 1 is just way too easy. Note, the second the creature dies, pause and all of the clowns spawn clustered together. Keep this in mind when you get slow bullets, allowing you to debuff the lot of them. Oh, sure, yep. I don't really see them, but I'll have to pay... It's like an almost instant teleport. I'd be worried about missing that shot. So you probably won't see me do that. I think the next bullet I'm going to get will actually not be a bullet at all. I'm thinking it will be the rabbit team. Core suppressions and the ever-ticking clock. We have 16 days left to suppress the remaining 5 cores. That might sound reasonable with all of them in mind. You have 10 missions left, 3 for Chesed and 2 for Gabora. Her last requiring you to suppress 3 Alts. We can't do that at the moment. Yeah, oh wow, okay, yes, correct, yep. Okay, so I was going to guess it was 5 Alts or 4 Alts. So, because it was 5 HEs, now it's 5 WOWs. So, man. Alright, yeah, we can't do Gaboras at the moment. Also keep in mind that the order of the middle course is Tipperith, Gabora, Chesed. 3 for Hakma, and 3 for Bina, giving you 6 days left to suppress each core, not including day 25, 40, and 45 as repository days. So, you're going to see me start using the loading from a memory repository to get back more normal days, where I don't have to worry about suppressing, or even with the core suppressions. When we do Tipperiths at day 37, after we're done, we will, unless we get like a lot of gifts from the abnormalities, I'm going to reset back to day 36 and push forward again, getting back that day, so I can spend more time with my abnormalities. Assuming that we need to do that. All right, hold on. If we were to return notes from a crazed researcher without performing any sort of material works, the user will explode. Okay, so exactly like similar themed to Heart of Aspiration. Only instead of having to fight something in the hallway, whoever has the notes needs to work with an abnormality. If the user receives a certain amount of damage, they will explode, and the explosion will cover the entire section. The explosion will deal massive red damage to all nearby. Okay, Tillman, where are you? Because you need to return the notes of a crazed researcher, because you've done 2 workloads now, and you took a little bit of damage for both of them. There we go. Okay. And I can tell you, I love Notes of a Crazed Researcher. It's one of the more balanced tools we have. There's a big... You gotta pay attention to it. It's not... Okay. It's not as instantly beneficial to you like the Heart of Aspiration, which I give it to Dia and I forget it exists the rest of the day. It's not as annoying as Teresa or Yang is, which someone... I gotta send someone in there to work with it and then immediately get them out. I can't go and do something else. I have to wait for that to happen or I'll forget about them. And it's not super powerful like the backwards clock. So I think Notes of a Crazed Researcher is my favorite abnormality. Oh, and here I thought normal gave a guaranteed success at a kiss, but that was not the case. It's a chance at a kiss from Snow Queen. But we're about to get the Green Dawn. I think I might even forget that's going to happen. Yeah, so back to your... oh, sorry, I'm checking now for bad results. Okay, yeah, bad result is very likely. So we'll send in someone to try to get a bad result with it. And we might as well fully charge backwards clock. Yeah, so we're going to have... I'm going to try to claim back more normal days Destruction 42K. This way, we don't lose days trying to complete these quests. And we don't lose days trying to do the core suppressions. Yeah, Green Dawn's coming up. We're going to get ready for that. So... For example, the day in which we complete this quest for Chesed, we will just, which I believe is going to be the end of this day, unless something horrific goes wrong. Then, but by the way, place your bets now as to which of those is going to happen. Then we will reset the date to the memory repository. And then we may as well try clearing his quest again, for example. This is especially because if we don't get an Alf at the end of this episode, if we win, then we will absolutely 100% reset back to day 31. Destruction 42K says, I don't recall what Bina and Haku's missions are, Sally. That's okay, Destruction, and don't tell me. I don't want to know what the... Oh, what the missions are. You mean they're like their quests. Okay, that's fine. But no core suppression hints. I want to figure out all the core suppressions. If we're going to suppress all the cores, it will be tight. I get the feeling the LP will end at day 48. We're probably not going to do all the core suppressions. Like, we don't have the Alps for Gaboras, and we might not get them. So, I would really like to at least do Gaboras so I can have an extra... Oh, I can have extra equipment, right? We're supposed to send in, I'm so sorry. We're supposed to send in these people to die till we can change anything. And the... Wait, what happened here? Okay. I forgot about that. So, now they're being sent in to die. And we'll start dealing with the Green Dawns. Destruction 42K says, P.S. in the core suppression, you might not want to have your team captains participate in to keep the stats buffed. I recommend you do that for Tipperith. So, my people need to work, I think, like 10 days in a department to gain this status lead. But, unfortunately, the only person that qualifies for is Heisol, I believe, who's been working with the safety team for 19 days. We don't actually have a team captain for the other ones. But if we do get one for Tipperith's team, I will decide then. If I do, but I plan, again, Destruction, I plan on resetting the day after Tipperith's core suppression, which means that he or she should still be the captain. And we'll just have completed Tipperith's mission. We'll go back one day in time. And then keep playing as if there were no issues. Everyone, I have to use the restroom, so I will be right back and I'll let this play for a bit. Oh, okay. I figured I'd go ahead and put on some coffee so Chester and I can have something in common as well. Hey, alright, I'm back. Alright, let's see. So, Adorkable also said, only through hardship and suffering can a person learn who they truly are. Every day we struggle against entities that our minds can barely understand, so that we may forge a better tomorrow for people that will never know of our work. They will go soft and complacent on the fruits of our labors while we fight and die, screaming our rage and pain to the uncaring darkness. You might think I'm bitter, perhaps even angry at my fate, but I'm grateful. The pain I feel reminds me that I am alive. The loss of comrades reminds me that life is fragile. The feeling at the end of a successful day is my reward. In truth, I feel pity that those people that live in comfort and ease. For only through hardship can a person learn who they truly are, and I am alive. That's quite a nice speech, Adorkable. I like that. That sounds like something Gabora would say. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. I'm thinking that that's a great way of also dealing with the situation that you're in, having that frame of mind. By the way, Adorkable, or anyone here, so Destruction 42K, your character was one such character that I'm about to describe, but once my people are, like, topped out with their stats, I tend to just put you on suppression duty, and now I'm keeping certain people in different hallways for dealing with certain abnormalities if they escape. But otherwise, I don't really know what to do with you. So if you want to work with a certain abnormality, let me know. Or you want to have your character like farm for a certain abnormality's gift, tell me. And I will see if we can't make that happen. Which is also something I'm beginning to understand. So like Dia, Hysul, and Chris Batai, I should probably be sending them to get gifts from abnormalities that increase their hit points, to counter the gifts that they have which took that away from them. So, for example, Scorch Girls Matchstick gives 2 hit points, I think. Nice! Oh, this whole time, I guess I didn't realize there was another Dawn abnormality around somewhere killing people. Bum number 1 can probably safely work with the Dilla of the Sleigh. Oh, yeah. She took red damage. The Dilla of the Sleigh is white damage. She'll be fine. Yeah, let me know if you guys want to do something in particular. Otherwise, I will begin trying to farm different abnormalities gifts from you. With you guys. And Trimus is doing pretty good. The sheep's armor is actually pretty useful against this guy. It's interesting that he does red damage when he escapes, but white damage while he's in the chamber. There aren't that many abnormalities that do that. What else is going on? I don't know. Alright, let's send G-Sun in to work with Clouded Monk again, I guess? Someone should work with Clouded Monk. Oh, okay, I want to see what the kiss looks like. Ooh, we had a strange sound effect there. Oh, and she has a shard of ice implanted in her stomach! That's awful. I'm double checking this, and it looks like the second kiss is required in order to have the special event occur in her chambers. So we'll let Lennon heal a bit, and then we'll probably go and give that a try. Assuming I remember about it. I remember about it? I remember to do so. Yeah, Yin could use some more work. We need more. I want more PE boxes. If we do complete Gabora's mission, we'll want to purchase another Discord Naginata and another suit of armor. That's like 120 PE boxes. By the way, everyone, I've been realizing this is something I've realized recently, that I never ever speed up the game, it's always at the normal speed. I hope you guys don't mind that overly much. I don't think you guys do. But, I just find that interesting. I've never once even tried to increase the speed. I think this is because, in a similar way to the bullets, it wasn't something that was given to me instantly in the game. I had to unlock the option to do that. And early on in the game, I didn't see any reason to actually speed up at all. Why would I do that? Winston's and Fairy Festival are very close to me, and I want to watch what's happening with the abnormality. And so I just got into the habit of never increasing the game speed, and I will probably never increase the game speed going forward either. Oh my goodness, look at all these abnormalities that are that are melting down. I also see we have a blue noon. Lennon is still damaged. I don't want to risk him going in there working with the Snow Queen, so we'll send in the Dorkable. And we'll aim for a normal work result with Snow Queen if we can. Yeah, okay, yep. I saw the Blue Noon. Blue Noon's gonna be a bit tricky. It's not that dangerous, but we've only done it once. My memory of it is that we get... Oh my goodness, Tim, it's a good thing you remembered that. We get several groups of... What are they called again? Sweepers will spawn. And it's 3 of them per group, and we get 1 group per department. But not necessarily in the department. Also, I get very worried when I see the 2 red deads displayed. I'm always super nervous about seeing that because I'm worried that someone else died. But no, those 2 people were hired specifically to die so we can learn about we can change anything. To get the true ending in the game, which we are not going to get, but maybe off screen. Oh, hey, plus 6 hit points. And a hand slot for that. So we will probably want that. Yeah, Dia's probably going to want that. Or Hysul. In any case, crap, what was I just talking about? Oh man, I don't remember. I just had a senior moment and it just left my head instantly. Oh no, I got distracted by what showed up there briefly, the hand slot. Someone needs to work with their fry chutes or we lose a bunch of people to his bullet. Backwards clock is fully charged. That's good. Spider Bud's being worked with again. I probably should do a lot more work with crumbling armor. I've been thinking that someone else should do a little repression work with crumbling armor, but I haven't made up my mind who that's going to be yet. It should absolutely be someone who's already maxed in temperance, because this way we don't have to worry about attachment work. But I'm not sure who it should be. We could give it to Knight That Say Nay, since he also shows up to do work with Knight of Despair and get that buff every day. But whoever we do give it to will end up going to the safety team as well. And I like Knight That Say Nay to stay in the welfare team. So I am nervous about the Golden Egg Girl because I still don't know what her Quilpaloth counter is. And we know that normal and bad work result... Oh, hey! Hey! And I just noticed, by the way, that we have 6 minutes left on our quest for Chesed, and we're 133 energy away from completing Chesed's quest. I should probably focus on getting his quest done more than learning everything there is to know about our abnormalities. And it looks like I can send 5 other people in to work with abnormalities. If we do complete the Blue Noon, we will earn, I think, a 15% energy bonus. But the Blue Noon's going to take a while to defeat. So I'm not sure if we'll be able to do that and complete Chesson's quest at the same time. It should really be Letitia, Tim, and Snow Queen you do work with, because they have the highest chances of success. We have the PE boxes to learn its information, or its escape information. Maximum Quilploth counter 1. I was correct. Interesting that he takes extra damage from red. But to me... Oh, right. I always forget that we don't get the Quilploth counter actually displayed when we unlock the Quilploth counter information. That's so weird to me. That we don't get that information. I think we need both, right? We need both its basic information and its escape information so that the Quilploth counter is displayed. Good job, Master of Survival. Now that we know the crazed researcher's notes damaged someone, I will send this... after they get done using it, they'll put it back immediately. That is so useful, by the way, to work with Golden Egg Girl, because she seems to care about work results. So getting an extra, like, even 3% from using the crazed researcher's notes, super important. Super important. And we need 10 more energy. Is anyone working with the abnormality at this moment? Yes! Clouded Monk. Good job, Jason Hawk. You will earn us all the PE boxes we need to complete the day. Yeah, we're done. I'm pretty sure I'm going to end the workday with, with the welfare team's quest completed. So I'll do that. Thank you guys for watching. And I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone. Actually, I'll be back. Alright, everyone. Well, when I noticed that we were getting very close to the total energy and being almost 7 minutes under the timer we needed to complete Chesson's quest, let's just complete Chesson's quest. No matter what happens and what abomination we earn tomorrow, I'm going to actually avoid an Alf if one shows up. And we're going to just do Netzox. We're going to do Netzox core suppression. And then we're going to reset back to this day, day 31. And then we'll try maybe Gabora's, or maybe then we'll try to unlock more information about those other abnormalities we're working with. But, yeah, we're going to complete this quest because we totally can. And we lost 2 people. I kept seeing that red in that list when I was trying to suppress people. I was so nervous I lost someone to the Green Dawn. And then I remembered, no, it's just those 2 unfortunate souls I'm sending to die over and over again to learn about We Can Change Anything. Alright, so let's move on. And we have to choose another abnormality. So, I'm guessing the way the empty days work, the days where you don't have to choose an abnormality, is it's the last day when you can't open up anything else in another department. And it just so happens that we'll get 2 of those in a row because I unlocked both welfare and disciplinary teams at the same time. Again, we are going to do that, or I'm hoping to do Netzox core suppression next. So I'm going to ignore whatever this turns out to be. And none of these are an Alf, so that doesn't matter anyway. And I'm hoping we can just avoid whatever this is, because it's just not going to matter. We're not going to keep it. So let's pick this one. Even if this turns out to be a curse, I will love this curse like a blessing. While humanity prospered with its advanced civilization and technology, it was not aware of its impending suicide as a species. They needed a hero, but ended up beheading said hero with their own hands. That turns out to be the case more often than not, Angela. A lot of things happened, and a lot of things changed. A changed himself from a healer to a creator. The old promises he had made with her sustained him. Who's the her she's talking about now? The old promises he had made with her sustained him. Evanescently. Is that how you say that? But in a world without her, they ultimately became obsolete. Is he talking about Carmen? Actually, is she talking about Carmen? I think she is. Various sins sprung up from his arrogance, one by one. And A changed, very slowly. He became enchanted by the shadows he had created. The plan to discover the disease of mankind became a relic of the past. He became skeptical of man, including himself. A started looking for something that would guide him without turning against him. The conclusion was very simple. While vile humans cannot be trusted, the answer lay in machines. Machines, which A loathed deeply, became essential to him. Perhaps A wanted to have wings that would allow him to escape from the hellish inferno he had trapped himself in to reach the heavens. Angelos. That was how I was born.
It seems you did all right. Looks like you're not as useless as they say. Try not to overdo it, though, okay? Manager, you've accomplished quite a few things already. What you've already gotten through will have lengthened the lives of our employees by at least some degree. So, you should hopefully be satisfied now. It's not that I can't see from your point of view.
Chesed, what are you talking about? I'm so confused. I want to let my employees live, Chesed. That is my #1 concern. I know Angela wants me to care about the energy first and foremost because she wants to be a real human. And probably is going to use that energy to do that. But I care about my employees a whole lot. I don't want any of my agents... I want most of my agents not to die, with the exception of whoever I send into We Can Change Anything. They're supposed to die. But we'll get them back eventually, so it'll be all okay. See, it'll be okay. You came to Lobotomy Corporation, and you probably want to put forth your best effort to mold this place into something better. But this place is just like a cup of coffee gone cold ages ago. You can reheat it. It's not as good, but you can reheat it. I get that it's a strange comparison, but that's how it is for me. Yeah, you really like coffee, I see, Chesed.
It'd be better off for all of us in the end if we were at least to feign our noble and benevolent posture, now wouldn't it? I'm sorry. It'd be better off for all of us in the end if I were to at least feign our noble and benevolent posture, now wouldn't it?
Do you honestly not care, Chesed? Or do you actually care? I thought you actually cared. Oh, what abomination is this? It's a tool behind you. 204 something 35? 20435's behind you.
The same goes for you, Manager. I said before, there's no need to invest your emotions and effort into such drivel.
I have to rebuke you there.
Alright, suit yourself, Mr. Passionate. I will say that I'm curious how long that fire in your heart will last. I'll get going now. I'm actually quite busy, even though I seem relaxed.
I have a feeling we've done, again, I have a feeling we've done this many times before. And X is, where are we, the 23rd? 21st attempt to get whatever it is Angela wants us to get. All that energy. Find the way to get to the true ending.
Lady Angela, please have a look at this. I spent the whole night researching an efficient method to improve the welfare of our employees.
Ha! That's funny. Just look who's talking. Uh-oh, we had a little bit of his memory get into us. For the Aftermath 2. Huh? You did better than I expected. How about we raise the bar a little? I expect you'll do a great job, just like before. Oh, we have another time limit to do. Do we complete these, technically? if we complete a core suppression as well, because Netsock, I'm hoping Netsock's core suppression is the same thing as the other ones. Complete the day at level 6 with the allotted energy, in which case we can do that, depending upon what his gimmick is. Oh, I didn't fully unlock the welfare team. Well, it's not going to matter what I do because we're going back in time after this. But I will raise a disciplinary team. Thinking of expanding disciplinary today? If you are, let's do it quickly. Now, did we earn? We don't earn anything for the first quest we complete, right? I'm always confused. I don't. Do we? We're gonna find out right now, I guess. We do. Measure HP recovery bullets. Material bullets with the capacity to heal physical damage. These bullets, manufactured thanks to our nanotechnology agreement with K Corporation, can speed up the body's recovery. SPE bullets. Material bullets with the capability to heal mental damage. These are bullets that apply diluted enkephalin to an agent for a short while. The enkephalin used is carefully refined and will heal the target's mind without risk of addiction. HP and SP bullet refining. The recovery capabilities of HPN and SPE bullets will be increased. Recovery will become more effective through research into improving the refinement purity of our recovery bullets. So this is useless without these. This seems like the third one I would want. So let's grab one of these to start. So, we know that we can't use bullets inside containment units. So, that kind of limits when I would use these bullets. Of the two, SP recovery seems like it would be better, assuming I'm able to shoot these at agents who are insane. Because that will let me get them back into control faster. So let's grab this first. Hey, Mr. Manager. You thinking of researching this one? Alright, and holy crap! This is perhaps one of the more balanced tools I have seen. It's actually useful, and you still need to be careful with it. The Heart of Aspiration is amazing and has no penalty to it, from what I could tell. Just don't ever put it back until you beat something up and you're good. So, and with this one, what was going through my head was, let's just take it. If the person goes insane or dies, we'll just retry again. I won't really worry about it too much. And once I saw the blue up arrows, I knew immediately this is improving temperance, which is so tempting to give to Trimus, so that he has a slightly increased chance of working with the Tin Man here. But I am a little worried that it will bump his temperance up to level 3 by accident, so I need to be a little careful if I decide to give him that. It looks like it increases by 20 points. 20 points. Yeah, that might bump him up to level 3, in which case he can't work with Tin Man. Darn it. I was so happy when I first saw it, but as the day went on, I began thinking, you know what? It's probably a mistake. I should have Atreus take it at the very end, just to see if it would have increased his temperance to level 3. And as for Golden Girl here, she's not that bad. It's especially helpful that we do have that one tool right next to her. So we can go grab that tool, send someone in there to work with her for instinct work, and then return the tool, as long as they don't take too much damage. Which is also why you saw me instantly return it on Tillman. Once we read that, hey, if you don't return it, you could explode. I'm like, oh, let's put that back right now, so that we don't lose Tillman. I wonder how much damage it is. Don't tell me how much damage it is. I will find out eventually. Don't tell me. Does the explosion covers the entire section? Well, it's useful to know that we effectively have a bomb if it comes right down to it here. We could We could keep, long after we're done with this, I'm so sorry and it'll only hurt for a little while. We could keep those 2 around to, like, kill themselves if things go bad. In some capacity. Or hope that, like, the portrait goes onto one of them. God, I'm such an awful person sometimes for managing this corporation, but that's what's going through my head. Let's look really quick at Netzok's core suppression, and then we'll end the session. Level 6 energy quota. Okay. I'm gonna hope that we can complete For the Aftermath 2 during that. Although this does worry me that there's a For the Aftermath 3, which is another time limit. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to reset this day anyway. Because we want... well, first off, I want a ALF in the disciplinary team. We get 1 abnormality, and then we get a tool. And then it's 2 free days. So, we didn't get an ALF. We got whatever... Oh, what is this? A WOW! We got another WOW? We did. Holy crap, look at all the flipping guidelines for this one. 6 guidelines for it, too. Alright, well, I'm going to ignore it, whatever it is. We'll take a look at it. But I'm not going to work with it, because we're reshuffling it right after this is done. Alright, well, I think that does it for us, everyone. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, by the way, how much more do I have for this? I don't know how much more, but we've at least done it for, I think 50 seconds was this limit. So we gotta hire 2 more people and send them in here. So I'll do that later. Alright, everyone. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.